Welcome to Double Impact Thanksgiving Edition. Guys, this is a pre-recorded broadcast because Jericho and I have other things we got to do tonight. We love you, but this is going to be a fun one. We're going to go about half an hour, 45 minutes. And so you were telling me about your in-laws coming for Thanksgiving. And it's going to be a packed house Thanksgiving night. There's those ugly stereotypes of everyone comes over and gets in a fight, and the blue-haired nephew has to declare he's non-binary at dinner and make his great-grandfather fall out of the chair, and then you got to watch the Detroit Lions lose and all the great traditions. Watch the Cowboys self-immolate. It's very nice. Give me some of your great, hilarious Thanksgiving memories if you have any.
You know what, man? I've always heard those stories. Just the nightmare of like, there's always somebody who pulls up and you look out the window through the blinds or the curtains and you're like, so we've had that, but never any like crazy, blowout fights or anything like that. It's always been cool. It's always been something we look forward to because we had the bigger house growing up. So everybody would come to us, man. And it was always great. I do remember it wasn't Thanksgiving, but it was Christmas. My dad, he would make homemade eggnog every year.
Ooh.
And it was so good. He even had when he was overseas in the army of Germany, he got like all these steins and stuff that have like these real intricate, like, scenes painted on them and stuff. But there's even a little groove cut out in the lid for the ladle to go in there, but you can still put the lid on it. Whoa. Like everything. Like my dad made homemade eggnog and he put a little Christian Brothers in there. So a
little bit of booze to jazz it up. Huh?
Hey, a little for the doctor and a little for the patient, right?
I'm surprised he did not put some sort of German alcohol in the drink since he learned to make the eggnog in Germany.
But it was weird. He would always ask for our papers before he would give us the eggnog. So that was always weird. But he got a little, maybe he got a little heavy-handed with the Christian Brothers one Christmas. Because my mom came in and, because we also grew up with adults at this table, kids at this table, adults in here, kids in there. It's very two different ecosystems in the house when it came to holidays. And so my mom came in, had on the tray, handed each kid a little mug, and the mugs matched the stein. So they were all the same, the stein and everything. So she passed them out.
For the alcoholic families that can abuse alcohol together.
For the kids. These are for the kids.
For the kinder.
So she brought them in, handed them out. And then as soon as she handed them out, she came in like 5 seconds later because we drank them and it was warm going down. I was like, eggnog's usually not warm.
This tastes like a Jet A fuel.
That's so she must have gotten a taste too when she left the room and came back in. She was like, recollected all the cups from the kids. And then we got eggnog that was at a lower octane the second time around. The second cup tasted
7-year-old like Jericho with a lampshade on his head.
I like to think as a child drunk, I would probably be a little more sophisticated.
Wait a minute. Kids already act like little drunk people. They spin around and sing. Sometimes they just throw up. They get in fights. That's like kids act like drunks anyway.
Oh, my wife was holding a baby today and it just threw up all over her. Just bleh.
And then what was of white cream that smells slightly acrid. Yeah.
What was funny though, and this is a sign to good parenting, is that she puked and was just not bothered. Like somebody's gonna get that. I'm not worried. She just and then had this total, hey, what's up? Look on her face after. So and I also kind of off topic, but on topic. I have a picture of my daughter. She's probably 3, and I was kissing her on the cheek, and she was just like, another one. Like she just seems so.
All this love and emotional security. I'm going to grow up to be this well-adjusted girl.
Right?
I'm not going to get tattoos and date guys that don't wear helmets on motorcycles.
Oh, dude. She was just like almost rolling her eyes in the picture. So that was pretty cool. But no, it's going to be great, man. We got 3 turkeys because we're expecting more people too. Probably going to have 20 people. So deep frying a bird, roasting a bird, and smoking a bird.
Yeah.
So take that, America.
Smoking a bird sounds like you went on a trip to London as a bachelor. You know what I mean?
Dude, we smoked some fucking birds over there. No, and maybe that is a term. I'd love to know if that's a real term because that does sound cool, smoking a bird. But yeah, we're going to do that. But man, Thanksgiving and Christmas, the holidays have always been cool. And I'm so glad. But I do have friends who do have those horror stories, who do have the, it ends in a blowout, people leave piss, screech it down the driveway and that kind of stuff. So it happens.
Yeah, I violated the rules and I put my Christmas lights up like 2 days after Halloween, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a heck.
You don't care about the dirty looks you get by
I don't give nothing. You know
what
I
old
noticed?
Ladies speed walking in the morning and they glare at your house when they walk by.
There are people in the neighborhood that are into it, dude. They putting theirs up too. It's like, yes, Christmas is 12 weeks long. That's right. That's right.
You had to be the first domino to fall. Now they know it's okay.
If not me, who? If not now, when? Somebody has to go first.
Somebody has to put the damn lights up first, and it's going to be us.
So,
yeah, man. Probably a lot of people in your neighborhood were like, "I'm not the only one. I'm not the only holiday freak in the neighborhood." It's okay.
Now, you have the great holidays, the big house growing up, and all that. I come from a broken home, a divorce. My parents divorced when I was 8, and I'm not going to bring the show down here. We're going to laugh about it, but I don't remember one Christmas or Thanksgiving with my mom, dad, and brother. That never happened in my memory. It was that rough before they got married, and then after they divorced. It's never happened. And we had, with my grandparents were there, my mom, and then her brother, my Uncle Dave. That was like our Thanksgiving. Pretty small family. My mom had 2 siblings, and I had 4 cousins. So we had a very small family growing up because my dad's 11 siblings, they're all in Africa and Mediterranean Sea, like Malta, and then like Europe, like one in Germany and one in London. Now one's in South Africa, I think. I don't know those people. Don't know them. Don't know their names. I met my Uncle Karim, rest in peace. He died like a month ago. I met him when I was 7. He bought me a golden BMX bike. Me and my brother got golden black BMX bikes.
Dude.
Dude, I was 6. How amazing were BMX bikes in 1984, 85 when I got this thing?
Dude, I got a mongoose when I was in 1985, a red mongoose bike.
How great are these? So shout out to Uncle Kareem, rest in peace. I met you once. You were a very nice guy. I remember him chasing me in circles in the yard and getting the bikes. That's all I really remember. But I was 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's a pretty good memory, man. What do you call it? A core memory?
But my mom and aunt and uncle, and my uncle and aunt are both passed away. My mom's the only sibling left from my mom's side of the family. They fought at the holidays. We lived in California after the divorce. Grandma and grandpa, my mom's parents, would come here with my uncle. My aunt lived out here in San Diego, and we'd all get together at my aunt's house. And my mom and aunt and uncle, mostly my aunt and uncle. My mom was like the little sister, so she'd get bullied by them her whole life. I'm not trying to badmouth them. I'm just saying it as a fact, would get into the stereotypical fight at Thanksgiving or Christmas over my grandparents' inheritance. While my grandparents are alive with heartbeats at the table, screaming at each other that's my sofa. I'm taking that painting, and I'm taking that gold ring. And they would fight about this shit like 3 or 4 years in a row growing up. Like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, they would leave California screaming that they were never coming back. My uncle, my grandparents, they were not involved in the fight. They were just like this, But my aunt and uncle, and a little bit my mom, they did that shit. So it kind of traumatized me with the holidays, and that's why, as a married man for 29 years, as of last week or the week before, it's my anniversary. I love the holidays with my wife, my kids, her giant Mexican family. She's got like half of Mexico living here, and they're legal, by the way, born here.
But the good ones.
But we go to my brother-in-law, Jesse's house, and it's like 30, 40, 50 people by the time there's friends and family, and there's just
her brother,
food. My wife's brother. Yeah, we do that. And it took me getting used to. The first few years of our marriage, it freaked me out. It's like getting told I love you at age 18 after never knowing your father growing up or something. That the happiness and the love and the joy that my wife's family had at these giant holiday things, it freaked me out. I couldn't go the first few times. And I love it now. I put my Christmas lights up a day after Halloween, and I don't care what anyone says. And I also bent the knee to my wife on something, and I never do. We got a fake Christmas tree, Jericho.
Oh, dude, you're getting soft in your old age.
I'm not getting soft.
Dude, Adrian was like a trickle of water on a rock over like 10,000 years.
Never nags. You know my wife. She's
no, not at all. But she's just dropping hints little here and there, little seeds.
Can we just get an artificial one? All the pine cones, all the pine leaves, it drives out about pine needles. And without asking, she didn't ask this year. We were going to go to the tree yard and get a fresh one cut. And I said, you know what? We can just get the fake one. So I ordered one on HomeDepot.com. It's coming today or tomorrow, whatever. And Big
Gotcha,
Baby,
man.
we watched The Grinch, You're a Mean One. We watched that cartoon in 1963 or whatever. She loved it. We watched it back to back. It's like 25 minutes long. We watched it 2 times in a row. And now we're talking about The Grinch, me and Big Baby, my 3-year-old granddaughter. And I'll point like out the window, goes, there's the Grinch. And then she'll look out the curtains. And she told me if the Grinch comes in our house to steal our presents, she said, I'm punching him in the belly.
That's what she told me. Girl. That's right. Sock that.
So you've been warned. You're on notice, Mr. Grinch. You're gonna get it right in the mush.
Dude, you're gonna get and you better hope she doesn't get to her 75-foot big baby phase on you. You better hope she stays regular size.
Yeah. She's gonna be 3 in a week, dude.
That's crazy. Like those montage on a movie where the calendar just flips like in the background. It's like superimposed and you just see they just fluttering
or
so
when the
fast.
Newspaper spins at the camera and it has the
That's
headline,
right. And it's like 6 months later.
Sex scandal.
Yep. All that shit. Dude, like the little, what do you call it? A meter, I guess, at the gas station.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I envy you in that way that she's still that little.
Yeah.
You still get to, because my daughter's 13. Your daughter's a little older than that too. So those moments with them are gone, man.
Oh no, we're doing such advanced stuff now. We made chocolate chip cookies the other day. She wants to make an apple pie. She loves to help and help a little bit cooking. You hand her something, she pours it in the bowl. And I bought her watercolors and Play-Doh, and she can handle it all now. She's doing great. Mm-hmm. So it's a ton of fun, but she has endless energy. Today, she's been really cranky. She woke up at 3 a.m. and she's been up since, just been playing. And
if I get up at 3 a.m., I'll be cranky too.
I feel sorry for my daughter, her mother, because she got home at 1 a.m. because she drove up to Hollywood to do a set at the Comedy Store. You know what I mean? So she did stand-up in Hollywood there on Sunset Boulevard and then drove the 2 hours back down here. I think it was 3.5 hours to get up there. 3.5, 4 hours with traffic from San Diego to, it's 110 miles, by the way. It's a 4-hour drive. If there's traffic. If there's no traffic, it could be less than 2 hours. So.
I just, LA is,
Jesus, LA is the worst, dude.
Traffic's just different down there.
Yeah, it's
goodness. And her getting home at 1, the baby getting up at 3. Man, kids don't give a damn what time you went to bed.
No. Oh,
no. Dude, they are wired for sound, dude. It's time to go.
Yeah. It's time to chase me. My name is Bubba. You know how grandpas and grandmas get a name. I'm Bubba. That's my name, I guess. And you have no idea how many times I've heard, chase me, Bubba, chase me. So I have to chase her back and forth in the house. So.
Oh, man.
Eventually I tell her, Bubba has to sit down. Bubba's tired.
Dude, my kids, when they get that, whatever thing you do, tossing them in the air or whatever it is that you do, spinning them around in a circle. Right. Oh, dude, it's again. Dude, I'm about to throw up. I need to take a break.
My children are, 28 and 26. I couldn't imagine picking them out with one hand and spinning them like a pizza.
You can try.
Like I used to. So savor it because it will end, and then you're sad when it's over.
Dude, you come up for air and you're like, how old is she? What? Wait, but, and then you get those reminders on your phone, this day 6 years ago or whatever, and you look at them, you're like, holy shit. And you remember. Yeah. You think back on it, but you're just so in the moment, raising them and all this stuff that you see things like that and remind you that, holy shit. Like my son, he's going to be 10 in January, and he's still, when we go out, we'll be walking around, he'll still grab my hand, hold my hand and stuff like that. But I know
it's almost over, dude.
Those moments are fleeting, dude. It's pretty soon it's going to be too weird for him to hold my hand. He can't be 12-year-old boy holding my hand, so
he can't be as tall as you and hold your hand eventually.
There's a lot of unwritten rules, son. A lot of unwritten rules.
Unless he was special needs, then they can hold hands, I guess.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I can't think of a scenario where it would happen.
No, if you're not special
what did
effects,
your son say? He called special needs special effects.
Special effects. Yeah, man. He calls it special.
Oops.
Dude, kids.
It's so out of the mouths of babes.
Kids are so raw. Kids are so raw and uncut, dude. They just because they haven't gotten that societal filter yet. It's just in my head, out my mouth, and then you pick up.
It's just logical. They're not trying to be mean or defiant or argumentative. They're just having logic in their head. They just happen to be wrong, but they think it made sense. I will atone once again. Debbie King, Christmas, 1985, 1984. I don't remember. Big party at my parents' ranch house. Very big house. 8 bedrooms, swimming pool, everything. Debbie King is my mom's high school friend. Poor lady had a lot of emotional problems, this and that. So that's the context there. I'm not mocking her or saying anything bad, but she had a lot of emotional problems, poor thing. And she had like a Tina Turner haircut, like a Pixie Spike haircut. I could still see it. And I was wearing a Cosby sweater. You know, I'm 6, 7 years old. And I got the Millennium Falcon that year for Christmas. And everyone, my dad's a gourmet chef. My mom's family owns a restaurant. We got killer food. It's a Christmas party. And she bends down to me and she says, "Hi, Gabe, you look really sharp in that sweater." And I look at her and I'm 6 or 7. And I wasn't trying to be mean. It was just a thought. I didn't like the Tina Turner haircut. And I go, "You look ugly."
Samurai sword through her fucking torso.
Why? Why would I do that? and then I just put it slowly back in the scabbard, you know? I just went like, and then put it back.
She just slid apart slowly. Yeah, man. To her ego, to her self-worth, to her self-esteem.
I sincerely apologize. I wish there's something I could do to make it so that never happened, Mrs. King.
Hey,
you have my most sincere, humble apology. That was disgusting. In my defense, I was only 6 or 7. I just didn't know better. I just said what I thought. I didn't think you were ugly. It's just your hair was spiky and it just.
But you didn't explain that very well.
No. But I do think my Cosby sweater did look sharp. So thank you.
Dude, hey, Miss King, you look like you feel good about yourself. Come here.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, that she was like very fragile and like I think suffered depression and anxiety and problems. That's the last fucking thing she needed. It's a kid telling her that. Because as adults, when kids say things, we think it's true because they don't have a filter and
that's why you say it.
Because they don't have an agenda. Kids, they're just saying what they think is true.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it would be cool to, speak to her and find out like the other side of that. Like, what did she think of that when you said that? How did what happened after that? Because you just went on kid shit. You probably went in there and played with your toy you got for Christmas.
Yeah.
But did that
I remember now it's
have an effect on her?
We were in the alley by my grandparents' Mexican restaurant, Tortilla Factory, and she was going to walk me from the Tortilla Factory to my grandparents' house. It's all one block. So it was, a couple hundred yards away. And I liked the Transformers, and I didn't know about the middle finger. I was 6 or 7. I terrorized this poor lady. And I thought this looked like a F-14. There's the cockpit and the wings. And I said, "Do you want to see my jet?" We're walking together in the alley. I'm holding her hand, and I go like this.
Like, fuck you, ugly lady.
And she didn't say anything, but I didn't know that was a bad gesture.
She probably couldn't.
6. But I was just like, "Yeah, you want to see my fighter jet?" And I'm just,
"Hey, ugly, I'm talking to you. You want to see that? Check that shit out."
Yeah.
Nice, man.
So,
you're a nice kid.
I apologize. I was an innocent child. Wasn't my fault. So those are some of my holiday memories. My aunt and uncle fighting over inheritance of people who aren't even dead yet and terrorizing a depressed woman. So
I remember my mom, she had some stern words from my aunt because my aunt liked to drink a lot. And
she liked to get sloppy with an H.
Dude. And you watch, we've all seen the progression of drinking for an evening of drinking for people who drink a lot. It always starts out great. Laughing, life of the party, jokes, telling stories. Knee, Yeah. Yeah. It's great. And then, and then it starts getting.
You ate the last chicken and you knew I was hungry. I was only 6.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it turned. And my mom was on it because my mom saw it coming. She saw the transformation show. She pulled her into the corner real quick and fucking nipped that in the bud. But that was about as close as, any holiday blowouts or anything like that. Because it was just always a happy time. It was good, man. Christmases were awesome. Thanksgivings were great. Food. Dude, because, we had tons of food. So once I did make it to the adult table, once I finally made it to the promised land, you send your plate down there to be filled, and it might take a minute because we got a lot. Which one do you want? Dark meat, white meat, gravy, blah, 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 blah. But when you get it back, man, that plate is something special. And you got, because you don't got a lot of room. So it's just a little bit of
What I've
everything.
learned as an adult, I don't overfill my plate because I'll just go back and get another one and another one and another one if I need to. Because when I was younger, it's like, let's stack this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, yeah.
Jenga this thing. And then you're trying to eat it like you're playing Jenga. One false move and there's gravy going everywhere.
Yeah,
You break
dude.
a dam on the edge of your plate. No. You can go back 3 times if you want. It's fine. It's fine.
You learn. Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Get mini plate.
I've learned.
Yeah, yeah. You learn. You're the evolution of holiday etiquette. You learn.
Right.
You learn. I learned one thing. Don't put no damn one time I handed my plate down and somebody just put a scoop of fucking stuffing on my plate like that's the thing to do. I was like, no. Don't ever do that shit again. I was like, mental note.
When did you know you didn't like stuffing? It's like asking you when you knew you were gay. It's almost the exact same thing because you don't like stuffing.
It is the same thing.
It's an alternative lifestyle, I'll tell you that.
No, it's the same thing. Eating stuffing and being homosexual is the same.
No. You got that exactly backwards. Not like
same exact thing. Same exact thing.
Because you guys, you stuffing haters, you have parades, right? You have like parades where you talk about haters.
No, that's the stuffing eaters. That's why you guys
wear
stuffing.
those like glittery
because you get stuff. You get stuff. That's why you eat stuffing. He dips his dick in the stuffing and then anyway. So I knew from the jump. It's just we talked about it last time. There's that taste. There's that stuffing taste. I don't know if it's sage or whatever.
The texture or the taste? It's the sage or something.
There's a stuffing flavor.
Because to me, what stuffing tastes like is bread, number one, butter, like the fat, the turkey drippings, and then I taste the onion, carrot, celery, the mirepoix, and then the spices are in the background of that.
So the spices at the forefront for me. That's the only thing I get. I don't get past it. I've had it, a bunch of times. My dad, and my mom. My mom.
What I don't understand, the stuffing, the spices on the stuffing are the same spices on the turkey. Turkey has rosemary and thyme and all that on it too.
Then maybe it's a combination with the bread. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It tastes
stuffing
horrible.
is my favorite thing at the meal.
No,
it is
my least
the perfect
favorite.
bite. The perfect bite is
favorite.
You get the turkey on the bottom, you get the stuffing on the bottom because it's sticky. You get that on the fork. And you get a good piece of white meat that is juicy because I'm brining it. My turkey's brining like 20 feet behind me here. Then, so you got the stuffing as your base. You got the turkey, maybe a little mashed potato, and if you can get some cranberry on the same fork,
gotta have cranberry.
I want the cranberry in there because it's sour. It zings it, man.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, dude. I would say the perfect bite. Okay, no. Before I get that, what's your perfect plate?
Oh, my perfect plate? It's Spartan. There's not
plate.
A lot on there. It's about 40% stuffing, then about 30% gravy, then the other percent mashed potatoes, and then cover the whole thing in gravy, and then find a way to get cranberries. That's all I need. I just need the Fab Four. That's it. I don't need anything else. I'll eat other stuff, mac and cheese, green beans, but every green bean I eat is one less piece of stuffing and 1 ounce less of gravy that I could have eaten. And it's all, my mouth is watering. I love turkey gravy so much. I could fill a bathtub in it with no shame and just stay in there.
Oh, turkey gravy, so good.
Homemade turkey gravy. If you fucking bring the powder or the jar of the pre-made, I'm calling the police. Don't you ever bring that to my house.
No, the gravy can't be void of chunks and whatnot. It can't just be like some, out of the box.
Just the flavor's wrong on that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta do it right. And then my mom, she would have what's the thing called where you pour the gravy pour thingy that you put it in?
Oh, the gravy boat.
Yeah. Oh, that thing center stage right there next to the turkey. Don't worry, we'll refill it. And that bad boy is just, dude.
I've got the the 1.5 gallon soup pot on my stove. We got that thing filled up like halfway with turkey gravy. We make as much as we can.
Oh,
we have so much turkey gravy
because it's key when you go go for the round 2s and 3s and the next day or later that night, you cannot have a dry Thanksgiving plate. You gotta have gravy's right there with turkey. You can't have a Thanksgiving without either one of those.
Peanut butter and jelly. You have to have both. You have to.
If you're eating a peanut butter sandwich, dude, life is fucking sucks.
This is what I don't like. How long it takes to microwave your plate of leftovers the next day. Because now the gravy is jelly. Everything's cold. And you're like, I'm gonna have to wait 3-4 minutes for this plate.
But then the mashed potatoes get hot before, like shit. You gotta get it right.
That thing where you open the microwave, you stick your fork, kind of spread the mashed potatoes, you bust up the gravy chunks, you kind of give it a little stir, and then put it back, and then go back and microwave it again.
But
And I
that day
hate
too,
when
bringing
you're
everything
starving.
out, dude, you put
again?
everything on the counter, take it out of the fridge, you just lay it all out. Oh,
yeah.
It's, the
it's
best,
like a
man.
pirate's trove of treasure, you know, the world's fattest pirate.
Fucking Thanksgiving. So I wonder when Thanksgiving took the modern turn, because I'm sure Thanksgiving dinner wasn't always
right.
The bloated, fucking, steroided fucking dinner we have now, which I'm happy for. I'm not complaining. But I'm sure like 100 years ago, probably didn't look like that. Certainly when the Pilgrims, they were probably eating maize and some stupid shit. I'm sure like the early Thanksgiving dinners fucking sucked. Like, where did mac and cheese come in? Where did stuffing come in?
Well,
Mashed
mac and
potatoes.
cheese is French food, right? If that's French, macaroni and cheese.
The bechamel and all that shit.
The bechamel sauce. And that's another thing. If you're making mac and cheese, if everything you're making Thanksgiving better be homemade. Where do you come down on the yams with the brown sugar and the marshmallows? I even like that.
Homemade though.
Yeah,
I'm down. Mushrooms. Marshmallows are a little much. Okay, a little much. I'm not mad at them.
I think
but
brown sugar and butter's probably enough.
Perfect. And my mom, she would cook them, and they would have like the syrup at the bottom would thicken up.
Oh, girl,
fucking stop.
That's X-rated,
dude.
X-rated. Oh,
I might have to go to my mom. Mommy. I'm going to mommy's
house. Was your mom coming in? Because I know she's back east of
No,
here.
she's in Tennessee. But man, my mom, and because my mom, she loves to cook, but she loves to serve. Like, she was a nurse ever since she was like 13 years old, taking ROP classes, and then joining the Army and being a nurse, and then being a nurse after, in nursing homes and working for hospice. Like, my mom she's just that kind of person. She likes to help people. And so when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner and hosting and, what do you need, something? Like, you just look like you need something. My mom's right there. So she shines during Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff like that. But her food and all my mom needs are, back in the day, before cell phones and Bluetooth, all she needed was her cordless phone fully charged. And she had the headset with the little mic right here, and it would plug into the phone. Dude, my mom would be on that phone because all her family's back in Baltimore. So 3 hours ahead. She's up 5 a.m. Talk, girl, blah, blah, blah. No, who's there? Let me talk to her. All day long. Just leave her alone. Let her be in the lab. Flour flying. I mean, it was just amazing. And my dad.
Are you making homemade pies? Speaking of flour, we're going to go with some pumpkin pies and apple pies because Big Baby says she wants to make an apple pie. I don't know where she heard apple pie, but she's determined to make one.
It doesn't matter. She said she wants it. Yeah. So
homemade crust. I bought 5 apples, 5 Granny Smiths, and then a homemade whipped cream. It's just heavy cream in the blender. That's all it is.
Do you add powdered sugar to it or just unsweetened?
You could add powdered sugar. You could add regular table sugar. Just anything will work. Powdered sugar probably be a little bit better. But that's all whipped cream is, guys. You don't have to buy Cool Whip. I think Cool Whip is
so good.
I think it's motor oil with sugar in it. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's not good, whatever it is.
It's not cream. Like if I were to buy whipped cream, when I turn it over and look at the ingredients, it should just be cream and sugar.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
But it's not. It's all these oils. I looked at
hydrogenated palm oil.
What? I looked up.
How do you hydrogenate? What does that mean?
It sounds like cross dressers. I know it's androgynous, but it just no. And I look because of my kids, we read labels. I never read labels before. I didn't give a shit what I put in my body. Yeah. But with the kids, I read labels. And dude, I looked for some tortilla chips. Just tortilla chips. Salt, corn,
lard. That's it. That's all it should be.
Wrong. 5 different seed oils, all this other shit. I'm
maltodextrin.
Dude, bruh. But I did find one. It was organic, and it was just corn, olive oil, salt. That's it.
My grandparents, they had that Mexican restaurant, Tortilla Factory, and we would make corn tortillas some days, flour tortillas. You want to know my grandparents' secret recipe? Here's how you make corn tortillas. You take corn in a big pot, hundreds of gallons of, tons of bags, 50-pound bags, fill it with water. And he had a cereal bowl for measuring of lime, It's like sort of a basic, not acidic, and it would eat the husk. You put it in that boiling overnight, put it in the grinder, and that was it. Oh, and there was a little bit of salt. So the ingredients for the corn tortillas are corn and salt. Those are all the ingredients, corn and salt, because the lime washes away mostly when you rinse the corn. The flour tortillas were flour, lard, salt, and a little bit of baking soda. That was it. That was what was in my grandparents' tortillas. They were the most delicious tortillas. Outstandingly good. So I can't wait to make the homemade pie crust, because pie crust is just king. It's just the best. So, oh, the apple pie with the cinnamon, the sugar, and the butter. And we're going to do like that crunchy oatmeal, like topping on it. You know what I mean? Like the Dutch apple pie or whatever. Hey, you went silent. I don't know if you're unplugged or what happened.
Yeah, okay. It's Dutch apple pie. That's the way to go.
Yeah. I'm tempted. I've never done it, but I've heard of it because I know some like Minnesota kind of people, South Dakota. Cheese on the apple pie. It's always grossed me out, but I'm so curious. I want to try it. They put a slice of cheddar cheese on the apple pie. It sounds disgusting, but they do it.
Is that necessary?
It's totally unnecessary.
Some things just aren't necessary.
I don't know.
They just don't need to happen. Why do you need to put cheese? And how did that happen? Did somebody fall and drop sharp cheddar on their apple pie?
Hold on, though. When you get like a charcuterie board at a restaurant, what is it? It's bread, it's cheese, it's fruit, it's nut. What is a pie? A pie is bread, the crust, it's fruit, and then there's cheese on that charcuterie board. So you've had a piece of cheese with a piece of fruit or some honey or jelly. You've had those together. I think cheese can go with fruit, like apples. I think it can.
With fruit, yeah, but not apple pie. And that's not just fruit. You're talking about cinnamon and sugar and nutmeg and vanilla. Like, there's all kinds of other shit. I mean, go for it, man. I'm
gonna find out what these Scandinavian people are up to. I'm just gonna do it on one small piece. One small piece of apple pie. I'm gonna put a little cheddar cheese on. I will report.
It probably does taste good, but I just don't see. No, I'm cool with that. I don't need to.
It does sound gross. It does sound gross.
That's like putting, like fudge syrup or something on some titties. They don't need it. They're already tits. They don't need any topping. They don't need any. I
feel like I know what you were going for, but you couldn't have come up with a worse example. If you're giving me some real fucking knockers and hot fudge, name two things better.
It's just not necessary, though. It's not necessary. They're already titties. They're already perfect.
Oh, you're gonna say no?
I didn't say that.
Okay. All right.
I put up a weak, fight. Right. Oh, no,
like, no, it'll make a mess. No.
No. I'll say something.
Oh, no, the bed sheets. Oh,
no, everything's sticky. Yeah. I'm just saying it's not necessary. Okay. Come on.
So before we go, what does Thanksgiving Day look like for you? The prepping, the eating, then do you just like pass out or do you watch football? How quickly do you recharge with more plates of food later in the day? How does this work for you guys?
Okay, well, as an adult, because as we know, as children, Thanksgiving Day looks totally different.
Yeah.
You're not behind the scenes. You're just there for the end product. Maybe you help a little bit, hand me this, hand me that,
Right.
But right now, as Jericho Green, the father / cook / amazing husband of the year,
right.
We're going to start it off early.
Second place husband to me, but go ahead.
Well, Northern California, the Northern California chapter.
Northern section. I'm the champion of the Southern section.
I'm number one up here, buddy.
Right.
So it's going to start early, probably like 6 a.m. Right. And with, a beautiful woman laying next to me, probably going to take a while to get out of the bed, whatever. Maybe 6:30 we roll out. Maybe 6:30 we're out of the bed, feet on the floor. But if everything goes as planned, I will have done some of the prep the night before. Because you want time to hang out with family.
Oh, yeah.
But we got stools at the counter in the kitchen. So, sitting around talking and whatnot. But yeah, 6 o'clock, we're up. Going to start getting that bird ready to go in the oven because we eat early on Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people don't, but growing up, we ate early on Thanksgiving, no later than 4.
We eat at noon. I ain't waiting for dinner.
Super early.
We have Thanksgiving lunch. It's like, don't worry, we'll have Thanksgiving dinner too, but we're also having Thanksgiving lunch. Like, don't worry about it. We've always done lunch in my family since my grandparents were doing it and my aunt and uncle were fighting. It was the Thanksgiving lunch. So,
since the fights.
those are my lampshades. Those are my figurines.
We're still here. It's nobody's yet. They still belong to us.
But yeah, my grandparents are not blue and they both have a pulse. Why are you fighting over this shit, dude?
But yeah, we'll get everything started pretty early. We have a breakfast, but breakfast is kind of light because we're gearing up for the main event. Yeah, it's just kind of prepping things. But there is a lot of downtime because if I get enough done the day before, then we're just kind of waiting to put things in the oven.
Right.
One important thing, I've been brushing up on my carving game because I want to. There's a certain way I want to present it. I've been seeing these things online, how to present it, like the drumstick or the drumsticks across like this. It's gonna look good. But yeah, the mac and cheese, that's the very last thing to come out because it has to be ooey.
It's gotta be creamy. Don't give me that congealed. Where'd all the sauce go?
No, that's the last thing to come out. We're digging right into that. It's probably going to be 700 to 800 degrees Fahrenheit at the center of that mac and cheese. But yeah, man, just a lot of hanging out, a lot of, just laughing. Oh, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she brings Mexican bingo every year.
Oh, the loteria, the cards?
Bro, that shit is so fucking fun. I don't know why it's more fun than regular bingo. Maybe because it's in Spanish. Maybe because hearing everybody.
Because the drawings in it are not politically correct. They're hilarious.
Not at all.
Borracho, the drunk, and he's like falling down and stuff.
Oh yeah, and Negrito. Like, I'll tell you what's funny with that. At least 2 or 3 people look at me when they say it. Like,
remember when you were in class, in fourth grade, and someone said the country of Niger, and they all turned and looked at you.
You hear the desk screeching. Yeah,
but guys, it's a different word and it's pronounced differently. It's a one-letter difference, and it makes all the difference in the world.
Man, there's never been a more important G in the world than that one right there. But thanks for your concern, guys. I do appreciate that.
Because the kid probably thought, like, well, I don't want to read this.
You want me to say the teacher's like, read it. But yeah, we're going to play Mexican bingo. I'm looking so forward to that. That's always fun. And, just hanging out, having a good time. No electronics. Kids, I know you got to be with your parents. Oh my God. But probably go play some football or more like catch.
Right.
Probably play some catch with the kids. Yeah. They're probably going to walk after. It's kind of a new thing we've been doing. Just taking a walk, maybe making room for round 2. Not so much of a health thing. Just to work that stuff down so we can get ready for round 2. And definitely all homemade desserts. I'll say for Christmas, we will hit up Costco for a pecan pie. Okay. I could probably do it, but I don't want to. But Costco
never made a pecan pie. I don't know what that gooey filling is. Is it like sugar, cream, and butter or something like that?
I don't want to mess it up. Because that's an expensive mistake. Pecans and all that shit. So I let Costco handle that. Right. But for Thanksgiving, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie, whatever it is, it's coming out of this kitchen.
It's gotta be epic. Well, guys, that's the Thanksgiving special. Barney didn't come in, actually. He did not come in. He couldn't come in.
Probably shit face right now.
He's on house arrest. He called me before the show. He was gonna come in, and I was like, hey, man, you're late. Like, are you coming in? And then it was one of those, you know how the jail phone sounds, And,
you have 1 minute remaining.
Right. So he's going to spend, wait, no, here he is. Barney, live on the phone. We got to go, Barney, but he's calling live from the jail. Barney, what are they serving in Thanksgiving in the prison or in the jail?
Oh, look who dropped the soap. Oh, hey, guys. How are you?
Doing great. I'm really sorry but you're getting out soon. You're getting out before, like you're getting out the week after Christmas, but before New Year's, right?
Well, let's be honest. How long will I really be out once I'm released from custody?
Let me ask you, in the spirit of the season, what are you currently most thankful for?
Ooh, I'm thankful for my bitches. Okay. I'm thankful for my lawyer. Thankful for condoms. Just kidding. I don't use those. Thankful for family. Thanksgiving's coming up. That's fun.
All right. And just so I can ask you this and I'll let you go. That Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade back in the 90s, where they ripped that hole in your leg and you fell down on all the kids and all that. Looking back, do you regret how much you drank that morning, or is it just like them's the breaks? Like,
look here, Gabe. Here's how I live my life. First of all, no regrets. And if you go back and look at that footage, right when they ripped the hole, you can see my large purple wiener flopping. But no, those kids got paid. Those little bastards went to Princeton on my dime.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're in the Hooskow, but hopefully you'll be out soon. You can come by and do an in-studio appearance with us and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same to you. Now, where was the guy who dropped the soap?
Oh boy, there he goes, Barney the Dinosaur. Guys, thank you very much. He's JG Talk 2 on Instagram. He's Jericho Green all over YouTube. I am Big Man Comics and Gabe Eltaeb all over social media. Look for me, find me, follow me. Have a great Thanksgiving. Anything for the audience, Jericho?
Hey, I got more merch coming out.
Let me see the drawing. Let me see the drawing. It's Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, scary. Oh, nice.
So scary.
Scary right now.
So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the merch. Gabe told you where to find me. And happy Thanksgiving and thanks to the Pilgrims.
Adios, amigos.